Much like Kid Icarus, Shantae is a video game series beloved by the community. Yet from the release of its first game to its second game are 8 years apart. So, why did it take so long to release a sequel to a great Game Boy Color title? Well, we might be able to answer that. However, we're here for the merchandise! But I'll also include some fun facts about the franchise. So make a wish as we dive into the world of Shantae merchandise. Shantae made her debut on the Game Boy Color in 2002, becoming a well-remembered title, and an expensive one at that. Little to no marketing was involved with this game, and because of this, it only sold 20 to 25,000 copies. Also, back then, being a girl gamer was considered taboo, and I'm a witness. At a church boot camp in the early 2000s, I was in a girls-only cabin, and I was the only one with a Game Boy Advance. While I helped my group win the games, I was frowned upon by some of the girls while others were actually interested. But I'm getting a tad off topic. Bozone believed that from a creative standpoint, he never really settled on a target audience, with the character being iconoclastic, too sexy to be a kid's brand, and too girly for a male gamer brand. Also, before the game was even released, Bozone claims that he had come to understand anyway that the game would probably not sell. As during WayForward's search for a publisher, many market analysts were skeptical at the idea of having a female lead character, and Bozone ultimately acknowledged that they probably genuinely knew their markets. He still did not give up, as he felt that Shantae had to exist, even if it was just to reach out and see if there was an audience reaching back. And well, 8 years later, Shantae would receive a much needed sequel to revive what was considered a commercial failure. Risky's Revenge hit the DSi store in 2010 and would later get ports on the Wii U, PS4, and Switch. It was well received by critics, getting an 85 out of 100 on Metacritic, and an 86% on Game Rankings. Who would have thought that 8 years later, this frowned-upon franchise would be praised by critics and gamers in the community who shunned female gamers? Now we live in a world where nearly all forms of games are accepted. The sky is the limit. But on the topic of merchandise, Limited Run Games released a vinyl and CD soundtrack for the game in the mid-2010s, along with cards featuring the characters in a gorgeous art style. Sadly, all of these items are out of stock on Limited Run Games' website, but thanks to the success of Risky's Revenge, a third installment was inevitable. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse hit the Wii U and the now-deceased 3DS. It also got a Switch port thanks to Limited Run Games, at least in physical form, along with a Game Boy Color version. The bundle includes a vinyl soundtrack which could be obtained separately on Fangamer's and Limited Run Games site, along with the cards. The collector's edition comes with 2 posters, the same cards from the bundle, and a CD soundtrack but in a cardboard sleeve. The CD with the jewel case is sold separately along with the blue steelbook. Steelbooks are cool, but to have it sold separately is a bit odd. Like, why throw out the case that's already gorgeous as is for, I don't know, this? Just doesn't make sense. After the success of Pirate's Curse, WayForward Technologies launched a Kickstarter for their next Shantae game with amazing packages like a poster, CD, art book, and gold coin. A Day 1 Ultimate Edition would get the same art book, but with a different cover and a CD soundtrack. At PAX West, you could pick up this pin badge by Udon at their booth for what I could assume would be between $5 to $15. Volk sold these resin statues of Shantae, Roddy Tops, and Risky Boots at Anime Expo 2018. But if you missed out, don't worry, you can order them online through Volk's website. They are in fact still available for purchase today, along with the acrylic keychains. Link in the description. Fangamer jumped on the Shantae bandwagon with their line of merch. It's nothing big right now, but they have 2 posters of Shantae concept art, leggings, and a t-shirt that comes with a free Genie Lamp sticker. Limited Run Games has a steelbook for sale, much like from the last game, only it's gold. The Seven Sirens was real hype. That anime intro, animated by Trigger Studios, the same team who animated Kill la Kill and Panty & Stocking, is nothing short of amazing. It's clear that the passion to keep Shantae alive is burning bright. WayForward held a booth at PAX West 2019 and had this limited to 1,000 pin badges and limited to 500 sticker sheets for sale. All that didn't sell were sold on Limited Run Games' site, but you could imagine sold very quickly. There were pin buttons and mini posters as well, but chances are those were sold out and didn't hit Limited Run Games' site. And while on the subject of Limited Run Games, they also have these sketch-style cards and opening animation OST CD. Outside the game's title here, there's a CD soundtrack for the OG Shantae and a Switch slide cover. But that pales in comparison to this bundle with the game itself in a cool collector's box for either Switch or PS4, cards, and the first ever Shantae plush made by the awesome dudes and dudettes at Fangamer. But fret not, the plush isn't exclusive to this bundle. You can purchase it separately. However, they are sold out and have not shipped out yet. I ordered mine on May 15th and haven't heard anything regarding its whereabouts. I hope the production isn't cancelled. It was scheduled to release in summer of this year, and here it is almost fall. What gives?
COVID-19! COVID-19! COVID-19!
Aside from a plush, Shantae also got a Pop Funko figure. It's not as good as the resin statue, but it's affordable for casual collectors and those who don't wish to break the bank. This year, Limited Run Games is releasing a physical edition for Risky's Revenge on the Switch with an acrylic stand, reversible poster, metal coin, pixel enamel pin, CD soundtrack, and purple steelbook. But that's not all! The OG Shantae is getting a physical Switch port too, with 2 acrylic stands, a gold metal coin, reversible poster, an enamel pin with Shantae in her old art style, and a cool box to boot. The second and cheaper collector's edition comes with a red steelbook and box. It's clear Limited Run Games wants all of the Shantae games physically on the Switch and other consoles. Thanks to them, we have quite a catalog of merch for the series. Shantae isn't the only main female lead in video games from her time. Samus from Metroid really showcased how female leads can work in games, except for Other M, we don't talk about that. But unlike Samus, Shantae was not disguised in a spacesuit. She was out in the open and ready for action. But with boys as the target demographic for video games, Shantae didn't sell well and didn't get its revival until the female gamer's taboo was erased. Anyone can be a gamer, no matter who you are. You can play video games and have fun without fearing backlash from the community. So go on, my fellow gamers, keep on playing. And we're still waiting for that Shantae plush, gosh dang it!